Hello, welcome to Louisville Now. We are at Animal House with Metro Animal Services. I'm Gary White with MetroTV, and I'm here with Andy McClinton, who is the Director for Metro Animal Services, and Stephanie Jackson, who is the Public Information Officer. And we have Omar here as well, who is a resident here at Animal House. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
So we're going to talk all about Metro Animal Services, and there's a whole lot of areas to cover, so let's get started.
For sure.
First, Andy, can you tell us a little bit about the mission of Metro Animal Services?
Yes, the mission of Metro Animal Services is our main goal is public safety. So it's our job to protect the public from the animals, but also to protect the animals from the public. So that's our main mission, is keep everybody safe, keep everyone healthy. And then probably second to that, but always first and foremost, is we want to find a forever home for all of the adoptable animals that we have here. So that is the gist of it all.
So that's the goal, to find Omar here at home, right, Omar?
Yes,
That's
100%,
right.
for sure.
Now, how many animals come through Metro Animal Services each year?
On average, about 8,500.
Okay.
So we'll be over that this year, but that's a fair number. So that's a big number.
Yes, absolutely. And as obviously Omar's a dog, and we have cats, but we have a variety of animals that come through. Is that correct?
We do, and I've only been here about 10 months, but in my 10 months, rabbits we have right now, we have a snake, we've got a rooster, we had a peacock. Apparently we had an alligator at some point.
Wow.
Stephanie's been here a long time, so she's seen it all. That's kind of what I've seen. We're the only government-run shelter in Jefferson County, so we take just about everything.
Okay. And Stephanie, you started out here as the foster coordinator, right? And now you're public information officer. So you have worked with lots of variety of animals, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. We send anything that comes in can go to foster. So if it's a pig, if it's a horse, if it's a guinea pig, a cow, we're gonna get them out of here to go to foster. So they're safe here, but they're even more safe in foster.
And we are going to get an opportunity to learn more about the fostering, the volunteers, all these other programs that are here as well. How many animals are adopted annually here with Metro Animal Services?
I would say anywhere between 3,300, 3,500, and without those adoptions, it's just, we've seen those numbers go up. This year they're up. They went up last year, which is obviously very important because our intake unfortunately goes up every year. So about 3,500, I would say.
Yeah.
And I know part of the job that you all do is also community responsibility, because when you adopt a pet, you're giving a good home, and that's the responsibility, but there's a lot more to it as well. So you want to touch upon some of what the community responsibility entails?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Being a responsible pet owner in Louisville means that you're properly containing your pet. That means they don't go outside off leash if they're not in a fenced-in yard. It means that their collars have tags with up-to-date information. It means that you take them to the vet when they need vet care, yearly checkups. It also means keeping their microchip information up to date, so if they do get out, they can have a safe ride home with one of our animal control officers or a member of the community.
Okay. And as I said, we are at Animal House, which is the adoption area. There are actually two buildings, though, here, correct?
Correct.
What's the other building that's also on the premises?
That is the Harshaw Family Foundation Animal Shelter. We call that Manberg, or your city shelter.
Okay.
And we do intake over there. Everything comes through those doors before they can come over here. So adoptions, fosters, court cases, anything like that, everything goes to our intake side first.
And you can hear that there's a lot of people here adopting, which is great.
Yes.
What's the process for that? If somebody were interested in adopting, do they just show up, or should they go online? What should they do?
Yeah, there's a couple different things you can do. You can start online by looking at our adoptable pets at louisvilleky.gov/animal-services for adoptable pets. You can come right into the building and look around. We also have a lot of pets in foster that we'll share and highlight on our social media, so you definitely want to come there. A simple application process that really we're just making sure that you're going to treat the pet nice. We're going to look at really just your first and last name and have a conversation with you. We practice open adoptions. So it's super easy. We try to make it as barrier-free as possible. Omar really wants to go home, so he's just trying to show all of his good qualities off, like how well he jumps.
And he's a good hugger. We're outside.
He's very good at hugging.
He's a great hugger.
Yes.
But if you're looking to adopt, contact Metro Animal Services. They have dogs, cats, a variety of animals that are available, as we have learned. But as we mentioned, there's a lot of different departments that are involved with Metro Animal Services. And today on Louisville Now, we're going to get to learn more about all those different areas. So stay with us. We're right back with more. We're on Louisville Now at Metro Animal Services.
Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward.
All right, welcome back to Louisville Now. We're at Metro Animal Services, and we're continuing to learn all about what's available here at Metro Animal Services. And I'm here now with Lauren Kasdan, who is going to talk to us about fostering, because fostering is an important part of what they need here at Metro Animal Services. And Lauren is working with kittens, right?
Yes, for now.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So how long have you been involved with the fostering program?
I've been fostering for Metro Animal Services for a little over 3 years now, since I got my house in spring of 22. So.
Okay,
yes.
Great. And who do we have here?
This is Nemo, the little orange one, and this is Cinnamon Toast.
Okay. Now, did you name them?
Yeah, they're named. A friend of mine has a spice company, and she has funny names for her spices, so they're named after them.
Oh, very nice, very cool. How long have you been fostering? You said about 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you do cats and dogs?
Yes, I do largely dogs and kittens. There's some people that kind of specialize in one thing or another, and I like, when I have dogs, I like to see them through to their new homes or do the short-term rescue placement fosters where they have a rescue transport and they're just waiting on that date, and having them out of the shelter and foster frees up a kennel.
Yeah.
And the kittens, I found that I really like fostering the mamas and their kittens, so.
Very good. Very cool.
Like these guys.
So when you foster, how long is that period? Is it until they're adopted, or how's that work?
It really depends on what kind of fostering you're looking to do, which is kind of the good thing. There's opportunities for whatever your timeline is. I've fostered as little as 2 nights, just waiting on rescue transport for a dog, and I've fostered as long as half a year, waiting for one of my fosters to be adopted.
Right.
So it's just kind of
It varies.
yeah, kind of a matter of what you want to do. You're not obligated to keep a foster until they're adopted. If there's anything that doesn't work out, then there's no shame in switching them out, taking it back.
And also
So.
the cost that's associated when fostering is partially covered by Metro Animal Services, right?
Yeah, it's everything that you need to foster is fully covered by Metro Animal Services. They provide food, collars, crates, litter, any of the essential supplies that you'll need, they will cover. And I mean, if you want to get them fun little extra things like toys and treats, like these little churros.
Yeah. And they seem very happy, so it
yeah.
seems like you're doing a great job. And thank you very much for fostering, because that's a really important job, because also you don't want to be a foster fail and not be able to give the kittens or dogs back when they do get somebody to adopt them, right?
Right. I've had a few foster fails, but I think it's important to know your limits, know what you can handle, and that's why I'm at my long-term full-time resident limit now, so it's all fosters from here.
Well, again, I've been talking with Laura Kasdan, and we're talking about fostering. That's an important part of what Metro Animal Services provides. And we have 2 of her fosters here. If you're interested in fostering, please contact Metro Animal Services. We're going to be back here on Louisville Now. We're going to learn more about what entails at Metro Animal Services, such as animal control. So stay with us here on Louisville Now.
Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. Here are a few things to check out this week. Southern rock royalty returns to the stage as the Black Crowes brings their electrifying live show to the heart of downtown Louisville. Catch the show on August 8th at the Palace. If you're up for a laugh, comedian Shane Gillis is coming to the KFC Yum Center on Friday, August 8th. You won't want to miss his hilarious set. One of the city's biggest end-of-summer events, the Kentucky State Fair, is a tradition that celebrates Kentucky's culture, art, agriculture, music, and more. Held annually at the Kentucky Exposition Center, August 14th through the 24th, it's sure to entertain the whole family. During the month of August at the Louisville Zoo, step back in time and explore a prehistoric world where dinosaurs roam and battle. Guided by expert paleontologists, this immersive exhibit features scientifically accurate animatronic dinosaurs and interactive experiences like a towering 35-foot Bronchiosaurus, a fossil dig pit, and a photo op inside a T-Rex jaws. Explore more events and details at gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
Hi there! I love connecting with nature, some alone time, good food, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
Hey, I'm so excited to meet you. I love running in the park, belly rubs, long walks on the beach, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
All right, welcome back to Louisville Now at Metro Animal Services, and I'm here with Officer Matthew McKinney. Thank you very much for being on with us today.
Absolutely.
He is an animal control officer for the city of Louisville, and you have your buddy Chili, right?
Yep.
And Chili's actually yours,
Yes.
but adopted from here.
Came from the shelter and foster, got attached, and just kept her.
Named after,
Chili, the mother from the show Bluey. My daughter's real big into that, so yeah, we just went with that.
well, perfect, she seems very sweet. So thank you for being here. Let's jump right in talking about animal control. And first of all, Louisville has leash laws, right? Tell us what that entails.
Basically, any dog, cats, and ferrets that leave the property line have to be restrained in some way. So, got to have a leash or a harness, something that can confine them as you're walking with them. If it's on its own property, it can be under its owner's verbal command that is written in the ordinances that way. And we're ever growing. Someone had called recently about a dog being walked on leash using a drone. And so we are constantly evolving and trying to keep the restraint laws in place the best we can.
Okay, and how'd that end up? Was that allowed?
That one we determined that if the dog wanted to, it was a larger dog, if it wanted to, it could jerk that drone around. And so we're like, it's got to be an actual human that's able to restrain and control the leash.
When we talk about animal control, we're talking about obviously dogs like Chili, but also a variety of animals, is that correct?
Absolutely.
So if somebody sees something that they think needs to be controlled, they give you a call, is that how that works?
Yes, they can contact us. They can do our number of 473 pets. That gets us directly. Some people can also call 311, which is our non-emergency line. They'll get to us that way. And they can also go through Acela, which is a program to put in any complaints or anything. All of those will still come to us, but if you go to the main source, you'll get the best results quickest.
Okay, great. Now, also for microchipping, is that a requirement that somebody's microchip?
It is not required, but it does help us out a lot. If your pet is lost and wandering around and gets found, us as well as vet clinics or anything that the dog could be taken to have scanners. We scan it and for a chip. If it has it, we know exactly who the owner is. It'll have your phone number, your address on it. We can get your dog back to you very quickly.
And when you adopt from Metro Animal Services, the dog or cat that you adopt is microchipped, is that correct?
Yes, everything is microchipped when it leaves the shelter, and we can put it in your name and everything. We just advise as you move somewhere or you change your number, make sure you get that updated.
So microchip isn't required, but is recommended.
Yes.
What is required for pet ownership here in Louisville?
So you do have to have an updated rabies shots for any dog, cats, or ferrets, as well as a Metro license. So there are 2 licensing for Louisville. Other than that, spay and neuter and microchip is up to you, but we always do say, help control the pet population and the microchipping will help us get your pet back to you if it's ever lost.
Now, if you encounter a stray dog, cat, peacock, or whatever, any kind of animal out there, what should they do? How should somebody handle that?
I always advise just call animal control. Let the professionals handle it. A lot of cases people have determined, okay, this pet is very friendly. I'm going to put it in my car and take it to animal services, and something might end up happening. Not that they get scratched or bit or anything, but we've had people's cars get torn up. Some animals have used the bathroom in their vehicles, or situations where they kind of regretted it and not just letting us come out and get the animal. So I always leave it to us.
And pet ownership is a lot of fun. They become a member of the family, but they're also a responsibility. And there are certain provisions that are required for you to provide for your pet. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there are actually ordinances or laws that are
correct. All animals have to have provisions, which can list, have to have food and water. If they're outside, shelter. And then, of course, if they're inside, obviously, or outside, porous conditions, that's clean living environments. So your carpet, your tile, your wood floor, straw outside, grass, everything has to be maintained and clean, so that way your dog has a clean living environment.
Okay. And as we're recording this, we were actually going to do it outside, but it's very hot today. So we want to make sure that if your animal is outside, that they are maintaining a cooler or have some way to cool down, correct?
Yes. A lot of people have gotten crafty. They do different things. I always suggest your water bucket that's outside, throw some ice cubes in it. That'll melt and then it'll keep it cool for a longer period of time. Some people have gotten crafty in sheds and garages of putting doggy doors where they can have their dogs go in and out, and there's a window AC unit that keeps them cool, or patio fans, leave those on so your dog has a place to lay in a shady spot that's also cool. So, perfect.
And again, just tell us one more time, if somebody has an issue or a question for animal control, how should they contact you?
You can contact us at 502-473-7387, which is 502-473-PETS.
Again, I've been here with Officer Matthew McKetney and Chili. Thank you very much for both of you being here today. We're right back. We're going to learn more about the Friends of Metro Animal Services when we return here on Louisville Now.
Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward.
All right, welcome back to Louisville Now. We're at Metro Animal Services, and we are talking with David Payne, who is the Executive Director of the Friends of Metro Animal Services, and with, who do you have in your hands?
I've got Chester right here, who's actually getting ready to be adopted, so this is his little moment of fame right here.
Yes, that's great. Hi, Chester. Thank you for being on with us, too.
Thanks for being here.
And Friends of Metro Animal Services, as the name says, are supporters of Metro Animal Services. Tell us what the mission actually is for Friends of Metro Animal Services.
So the mission of Friends of Metro Animal Services is one that's near and dear to my heart as the Executive Director. We provide support through community awareness and collaborative events in the community. We also have 3 main programs that we support, which is our Trap Neuter Return, our Long Stay Champion, and our Return to Owner. Hey, Chester. And we do that through donation support and things like that. So anything that is needed at Metro, whether it's the play yards outside that we can help update, or it's the sunshades for the enrichment areas for animals, we provide whatever we can when Metro needs it.
And people in the community can help support Friends of Metro Animal Services that you can then share that with Metro Animal Services, right?
Exactly.
How can they go about doing that?
There's numerous ways. I always tell people that it doesn't have to be financial, but that is a great way to help out. There's volunteering, which high schoolers can come in and make enrichment treats, or they can donate to them when they come in. There's fostering of the animals. That's always a huge need. And like I started with saying, the donations that come in. There's numerous ways to do that. You can sponsor a kennel. You can do a monthly donation, or you can get your company to sponsor events that we have that come up each year.
That's great. Now, how can people learn about some of these events that you have scheduled?
Yeah, so we have numerous coming up. We have our website, which is fomoslou.org, but we'd love for people to join our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and sign up for our newsletter, because we're always posting there about what we have going on. So yeah.
And we also want to specifically talk about an event that you were partnering with. The Marathon Race Series is going on. It started earlier this month. The second race in that series is the Pure Tap 5K, which is coming up on August 23rd. And your pet can actually take part in that race with you, right?
Yeah.
And that's supporting Friends of Metro Animal Services?
Yes,
Tell us a little about that, if you will.
Yeah, so the Pure Tap 5K is a partnership with the Louisville Sports Commission and the Louisville Water Company. They do the Pure Tap 5K down on River Road at the water tower each year, and we are the generous sponsors of that. So any donations that come in go directly to us. You can do a $10 donation, and you can bring your dog and get a little bandana. And then afterwards at Club K9, they do a little celebration and medal ceremony.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's numerous cool things that you can get involved in, yeah.
And is this a new partnership, or have you done this in the past?
This is going on, I believe, 3 years now. I've been with FOMOS for 2 years now, so it started right before me.
Okay, and have you had a pet in the race at all?
I have not had a dog in the race, but I've had numerous friends that have come out just by word of mouth and conversations.
Are they award winners?
They did win. They did finish pretty well.
Very good, very good. So that'll be a lot of fun, and that's coming up on August 23rd. Where is that going to be where they can sign up? Do you know?
That you can go to our website as well, fomoslou.org, and that'll connect you to the website. And then you can also see on there the numerous other events that we have coming up. So we have the WHAS 11 telethon that's coming up later this month on the 27th, and then we have a little scamp here. But we also have the Gift for Good Louisville that comes up in September, as well as Your City Shelter Night at the Bats game, that you can come out and see some adoptable animals and watch our executive director, Andy at MAS, throw out the first pitch.
Perfect. So all that, just go to their website or Facebook, you can get all that information. For Friends of Metro Animal Services, I've been talking with David Payne, who is the Executive Director. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being on here too, and congratulations on your adoption.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We have more coming up on Louisville Now. Welcome back to Louisville Now. We are at Metro Animal Services, and right now I'm here with Carrie Altima, who is extremely important for Metro Animal Services because she's a volunteer, and volunteers are the backbone of pretty much any organization, but particularly here at Metro Animal Services as well. And a return guest, right? Who is this?
Cinnamon Toast.
Cinnamon Toast.
Cinnamon Toast will be available for adoption on Thursday.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we hope you find a home quickly, just like our last little one did. Okay, so Carrie, you've been volunteering for a few years now, so tell me, how did you first get involved with volunteering?
My mom passed away and I needed something to do with all of my time. And I saw a Facebook post from Stephanie Jackson about field trip fostering, and I came in for orientation, and I haven't left since 2019, so beginning of 2019.
So it's been a rewarding experience.
Very rewarding. Yep.
Okay,
I'll be.
that's
I
wonderful.
can take the dog out, and I'll go to the parklands. We'll go for a nice long walk. We go to any patio that allows dogs, and feed them an omelet, spoil them rotten. Then I like to bring them back to my house and let them just decompress and go and just melt into the couch and take as long a nap as they need to. But I have to have them back before they close.
Yes, that's right, the responsibilities. But when you said something about field tripping, so tell us a little bit about that. What's that entail? What's that mean?
Stephanie started the program up in 2017 where I'm a field trip foster, which I can come to the shelter, sign up for a time slot, and they'll assign me a dog that I can just take out and, let them have a day of their life. And it's really easy. Orientation is easy. They
That's
give
great.
you everything you need, the harnesses and collars and treats and a little air horn, and they teach you how to interact with other dogs if you encounter a dog along the way. It's really easy.
So training's involved, which is
Yes,
great.
yes.
Absolutely, wonderful. And you can really volunteer in any way. So that's one thing that you do, but there's other jobs that you can do either at the facility here or taking them outside, correct?
Correct. LMAS makes it very easy to volunteer. There's a volunteer hub. Krista Mueller is the volunteer coordinator and had set that up. You can come in and cuddle cats for a couple hours if you want. You can come in and do dog socialization where you take them out for a nice little walk around. It's about 15-20 minutes dedicated so that they're out of their kennel for a while. You can do potty breaks, which is a little bit quicker. They're in and out. They always need laundry, always need enrichment.
So much.
Yes.
They can do it. So many options here.
So many options.
And how about the time commitment? Is it?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
There's time slots all day long, even before they open, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. They close at 6, so they want to, have everything, closed up. But you can pretty much weekends. There's events that we volunteer for, like the vaccination clinics, adoption events in the mall.
So there's a lot of opportunity for volunteering, and Metro Animal Services can use all the volunteers they can get.
Yes, they
Just
can.
like Carrie here. Thank you very much for doing that with us here at Metro Animal Services. But if you want to learn more, be sure to visit all the social media and the website for Metro Animal Services that we talked about earlier. Come in and visit with the animals, adopt, volunteer, support the Friends of Metro Animal Services, all this different opportunity. Thank you very much for joining us here on Louisville Now, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Cinnamon Toast, as well. And we will be back with some more Louisville Now coming up in the near future. Thank you very much.